weeks since I last vlogged, and quite a bit has changed in the house. Me and my husband decided to start pulling up the carpet in all the different rooms, and I think it was 2 weeks ago now I finished the living room. Like weeks prior, we pulled up the one in the hallway. We removed some of the baseboards, and then now today, this weekend, I want to do one of the little back bedrooms that we have in the back. But like the main goal is that I really miss sewing, because that's, I don't know if you guys knew, but all my sewing stuff was set up in the living room because we have a very big back portion of it. Also, I cut my finger, so if you see this, I'm just protecting it from water. Not the finger, the cut. But yeah, I'm gonna just show you really quick. This is how the living room is looking right now. We also are able to like get all of the adhesive off the floors. Those are little tile samples that we're looking at. But yeah, as you can see, everything's a mess. It is an absolute mess. Comet loves it, don't you? We really need it for one this weekend. That's another thing I want to do. And then we have the little Frida, Inspector Meow Meow, disapproving of our progress. I'm joking. She's just happy to have somewhere to perch. But yeah, this is essentially how that looks. Now let's go look at, ignore the floor. I need to clean that. And then here is the hallway. I really need to do that closet too. So if I get a chance, I'm going to do that closet this weekend. But, let's see. We'll be doing this bedroom. And right now it's just full of all the stuff that was in the living room. So I need to clear that out, go through the things I don't want, so on and so forth. This is the room I'm gonna put everything in for right now. As you can see, I started transferring my fabric. I'm gonna put that red container that I used to have my fabric in here and just start setting up my little table so that this room becomes my temporary, semi-permanent temporary sewing space. I cleaned up this closet this past week and reorganized it, took out a lot of things that didn't need to be in there. So yeah, that is the goal, is to at least get my little sewing space back up. I really want to like make, actually let me turn you around and go set up again. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Yeah, okay, so where I left off was telling you guys that I really want to start sewing again in that back room. I really want to start getting some summer wardrobe pieces like done, as it is March and it is getting hot and I really need some more summery. Sorry, my dog is wanting to go outside, and what he does is he like hits the curtains. So give me a sec. Sorry. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then whenever I start making those videos of that summer wardrobe, I'll like tell you guys what patterns I already picked out. I already ordered them in I like getting them printed in like the big pieces of paper and then just cutting it out because it's so much easier than printing it on like your actual printer and then like piecing them all together. I absolutely despise doing that. Oh, my cat Mila just dropped the camera almost. Okay, but yeah, other little things that I'm trying to get done this weekend is I want to make some Pop-Tarts. I just need to do a lot of cleaning and Go make sure I keep working out. And then, like I mentioned, we really want to groom the dogs as it is getting warm and they kind of need their summer coat. Well, Comet, since he's a poodle, he needs his summer coat cut, and Quest just needs us to help him get rid of his winter coat. But that's pretty much it. Maybe later on I will show you guys these pieces that I got. These sample tiles. Maybe I can actually make more of a decision on what I want. But yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited to take you guys along the little journey of us slowly renovating our home. Like, these sample tiles that I have are probably not gonna go in until maybe like next year. Partly because we still need to self-level the floor, and the material cost of self-leveling the floor is a lot. So yeah. Also, ignore the messes. I'm currently cleaning it, hence the glove. But I want to sit down and let you guys know. But I'll see you guys in a little bit when I start removing all the things from that room. Okay, bye. So earlier I lied to you. I said you're gonna see me next time whenever I start that room. I did Pop-Tarts, as you guys saw. And now they're in the oven, so now we're gonna go start moving things while those are in the oven. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was kind of an unexpected thing that I added to it. Oh, I can take this off. Yes. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, let's get started. I essentially finished this room, finished like getting everything out. It's not focusing. There we go. So I finished getting this room cleaned out, and afterwards I got really hungry. I ate, and then I fell asleep. I ate and then I fell asleep, and well, here we are. It is 5:19, and I just finished cleaning the laundry room and changing the cat litter, which was a part of my to-do. There's one of the little kitties herself. I'm going to make some food. That way I can head to the gym. Give me one sec. You're like on the window and the curtain's on, so this is the look. And there's a curtain that's like right on you. But yeah, essentially I'm going to pull up this carpet whenever I get back from it. I will show you a quick view of this. So here's a view of the room. Don't mind all of the dog hair on it. That is the main reason I want to get rid of this carpet. And here is the other room, stuffed full of everything that was in there. So, hopefully I can get this all done this weekend, and next weekend, that room. That room's gonna be a lot, and I might ask my parents to come help me get it all done, because I want to do it in like a day. But yeah. So I did. I would talk to you guys. The Pop-Tarts had not gotten out of the oven, and I was just about to like go and take care of everything. Well, the Pop-Tarts are now out of the oven. And look how cute they look. Me and my husband have already consumed quite a few of them. So we only have 6 of them left. They are pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I also just put my sourdough in the fridge, so tomorrow I will show you guys my loaves of sourdough. But I'm going to make some fish and then head and do my workout. Today's legs and then cardio. Just brutal. And don't mind the crazy ass hair. I've been watching a lot of YouTube while doing all this. It's been a lot of fun. I don't know what else to say. Catch you guys later. Wow, it's a mess. Maybe it'll look better now. No, it does not. And this is the real star of the show. Okay, so it is Monday, and I completely not forgot, but just did not update the vlog since Friday. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. And I'm just gonna show you my afternoons after I get off work. Not as entertaining, but still something I do. But let me update you with what I did. Let's see. Don't remember exactly where I left off on Saturday with you guys. I think I was just showing you guys the Pop-Tarts I made. Those are gone and destroyed by now. Saturday, I was not feeling great. I feel like I was trying to get sick all weekend. And then I started reading The Simple Path to Wealth from a friend's recommendation. I got to 114 pages on it, and I'm hoping to continue that this week. And then, so what I mainly do during the week is try to read whenever possible. So I'm gonna try to turn this into a semi-reading vlog. So I'm gonna continue reading that. Sunday, again, just did chores. Thought I was getting sick. Okay, I'm back. So Sunday, I think I already mentioned this, but essentially still felt like I was kind of getting sick, and then just did chores until I was essentially ready to start my week. But yeah, I've been trying my hardest not to buy myself a Nintendo 2 Switch to play Pokopia. No one spoil it. I will eventually get it. But I'm gonna set up my actual Switch and play other games to try to satisfy the need for it. But throughout the week, I'm also gonna try to set up my sewing room like I intended this weekend, but lost so much energy that I didn't do it. I did end up pulling up the carpet. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, or if there's clips. If there is, I'll add them. I need to clean up the floor, get the adhesive off, and then also get all the nail pieces. And I should be able to then get the other stuff back in there that I'm going to go through later and get rid of some stuff because I have way too much stuff. Just feel like I need to clear out, and then set up my sewing room because I am very thoroughly missing sewing. I even ended up buying fabric, and I should not be buying fabric right now. I'm trying to save money, working on it. Going back to reading, I want to finish April Showers Brings May Flowers, which is a manga that I started. I'm about halfway through with it. Me and a friend like to read mangas together and then discuss them. I need to actually ask her where she is. That's why I stopped halfway. And then last week I also started Cat Abyss, and I'm about, I think just 30 pages in, barely 20 pages. But I got the Target edition, the special edition, which I think is absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna do that, and I also have an audiobook that I'm going to be reading, which is The Seven Rings by Noah Roberts. Let's see if this focuses. Ha, it did. Okay. I'm already 11% through. This is the third book in that series, and I absolutely love it. It's called, what is it? The Lost Bride Trilogy. So, essentially, it's about a woman that, let me see. I'm really bad at descriptions of books, so give me 2 secs. The first book is called Inheritance. So essentially, this book is about this woman called Sonia McTavish that finds out that her late father had a twin brother, and they are... I never even talked about what the rest of the books are. This one I've just been reading for this trilogy for over a year. But anyway, so it's about Sonia McTavish that learned that her late father had a twin cousin that left her essentially this beautiful mansion on the Maine coast, and she ends up moving there. And in order to like actually receive that inheritance, she has a stipulation that she needs to live there for at least like 3 years. She essentially takes up the offer, like moves there. There's circumstances that happen in her life that cause her to make this decision and like leave everything she knows. But yeah, it's really, really good. And I honestly recommend either listening to it or reading it. I'm not 100% sure what Catibus is about, but like from what I gathered from the first 20 pages, it's about these 2 students in Cambridge that essentially are trying to get to hell, essentially, through magical means. I still don't fully understand, like, what the magical means is about and all this stuff. It's like barely getting to that, but I'm excited about that. And then the manga that I'm reading is about a girl called Hannah Tabata that has accepted her life as being like just like the wallflower essentially of her life, where she experiences, where she like sees everyone else have a really, really like romantic, fun, full life and a beautiful like friendship, having a boyfriend and all this stuff, and then essentially the most popular boy in her class starts paying attention to her, and an unlikely friendship starts to happen. But yeah, it's really cutesy and feel goody, so I'm excited about that. And then this Simple Plan to Wealth, it's exactly what it means. It's essentially about investing and how to kind of invest in a way that you just set it and forget it. All about that. No finance bro here. But yeah, that is kind of my reading plans for this week. And also incorporate what I started the vlog with, trying to get my sewing room set up because I am dying to sew. I really want to do, I think I talked about this earlier in the vlog, where it's like I really want to get some of my summer work outfits sewn, and I'm waiting for the pattern pieces to still come in, but in the meantime, getting that done, and then I can at least maybe pick out some fabrics from my fabric stash. I'm gonna try my best not to buy any other fabrics for it. But yeah, that is the plans for this week. I think I'll end this vlog maybe around Thursday and then start the next one Friday. Yeah. So I'm gonna get ready to go to the gym, and I'll see you guys when I get back. Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm back from the gym, and I'm gonna read a little bit while I wait for 1 sec. It's my little kitty. I'm gonna read a little while I wait for my fish dinner to be done. Stay. I'm gonna read a little while my dinner finishes. I think I'm gonna read every time a little bit of the Simple Plan to Wealth, and then a little bit of this one. I want to finish these 2 by the end of the week. The dogs are playing. Put a little beautiful music and watch me read for a second. Get away from me. So I just finished my dinner, and I also just finished reading quite a few pages of The Simple Plan to Wealth. It started getting to some kind of intense topics for my mind at the moment. So I think I got about, let's see, almost 30 pages read in that. So I'm gonna stop that for tonight and now start reading my anime, but I'm gonna say goodnight here. Actually, let's see if I finish this. But if I don't come back, it's goodnight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Psst, psst. Into quest. Oh. I have to hurry because my battery is gonna run out. I'm gonna take off my glasses for this. Okay, so I'm gonna have to give you a really quick update because my battery is going to die, but it is the next day. It's Tuesday. I am sweaty like heck because I essentially, sorry, I just saw my kitty. I essentially did legs and then cardio today. So today is always a brutal day with working out. But I'm happy to say I did finish April Showers Bring May Flowers last night, and I thought it was a really cute story. I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't my absolute favorite, like, shoujo manga story that I've read, but it was still cute, and I still want to continue forward with it. So yeah. And then the other book that I have been reading, but on audiobook, that I mentioned yesterday is The Seven Rings, and I essentially listened to maybe an hour's worth while I was at the gym, while I was doing cardio. So I got up to chapter 10, which is 31% of it. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. I don't want to, like, go into too much detail about it as I don't want to spoil anything. But I'm really curious as to how this trilogy is going to wrap up, as I feel like there's so many open endings, but it is only 31% through. So I'm hoping, well, that's a mess. Okay. Anyway, so I'm hoping that that will get resolved in that book to a satisfactory ending. I don't think I'm going to read The Simple Plan to Wealth tonight. My brain is quite dead. I did pick out another manga to start this week, which is it? Yeah, BL Metamorphosis. So it's essentially these 2 unlikely characters that realize that they both love reading about boy love. So I'm curious to read that. It sounds really, really cute. But I think tonight I'm going to try to get more out of Cat Abyss. So I'm going to really focus on this one tonight. But yeah, I'm going to read while I wait for my food to cook. And then I will update you guys on how this goes. I don't think I'm going to put a clip in of me reading, as my battery's going to die, so I'm going to go charge the battery, and I can give you an update later. So, just going to cut to that probably. So I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, so I'm going to finish off this vlog finally, and it's, emotions have just been up and down, up and down, up and down, and I just have kind of dipped in and out of filming this. But I essentially have finished off my 2 little rooms that I have for my crafts for right now while I redo my living room, where it's mainly where my crafts are. And I'll show you that, but first I'm gonna quickly show you this little tiny haul that I got of like some things that I'm like really excited about. So from xoxo me, I got, well, let me start with the pattern first. So I got this booklet, Floral Felicity. This pattern is by Jenny Pedico and Helen Robinson. So essentially it tells you how to make this quilt and how to use this ruler to help you make all those like curves and stuff that you saw on those. So I'm really excited to get started on this. I'll probably get started sometime in April, which is wildly soon. And then they gave me this free little tiny pink swabs that are perfect for cleaning around your bobbins, and I'm really actually excited to use those because it's always really hard to get like around all those little tiny areas. And then I also got a little bit of fabric, which I think I mentioned, and all this fabric that I got is from Joy in the Seams Fabric and Notions. See right there the name. I got this zipper from there so that I can make a cover for a pillow for my dad that he's asked me to do. And then I'll show you the free little gifts she also gave me. She gave me this white thread and also this little tiny 2.5 by 2.5 square charm pack from Ruby Star. They're the which one's these ones? I forgot which line this is. Maybe I can get the little sticker off. Oh, again, it's the like one with like the pins and stuff. And you guys can tell me if you know, if anyone watches these. And then the next piece, little like fabric bundle that I got is like, this is what like first got me to get something from the shop, was these sweet little like beautiful little mice on this one's little tiny strawberries, and then these little raccoons, and like this little flower meadow, which I think is so lovely. And then the next one is like little tiny squirrels. I think it's called Forest Friends, the line. And I just love it so much. Every time I look at it, it brings me so much joy. Yeah, it doesn't actually have like an edge that mentions what it is. And then there's the bunny one with all the mushrooms. And then I have the little deer one with the bird with all the flowers. I think this one's my favorite one. It's like the little bears. Absolutely love that with all the flowers. And then in the line also comes all these little strawberry ones. More strawberries. But yeah, I'm really excited to use those. I think I'm gonna use all these little tiny fabrics to make this quilt this quilt pattern. I think it'll look really nice, but I guess you don't know until you try. The next little like bundle, I'm gonna use this bundle and that little bundle for it. But the next bundle is Serendipity 2 by Riley Blake Designs. This is, the fabric designer was Minky Kim. So you can kind of see, let me not put my face on camera. That way it focuses on the fabric. Let's see. Yeah, but it's like all these really sweet ones. And I'm really excited for it. And then I got the, I went a little nuts with this one, so I got more of it in a different type of bundle. And then I got a backing fabric, which I don't know if I'm going to use it for this quilt or not, but I really, really love it. It's this pattern, and I don't remember which one this is. Let's see if I can find it. This is by Moda. Yeah, Gradient Auras by Moda. But I really, really loved this, and I thought it looked really cool. So I will use this for something special. Not sure exactly which one. I just don't think it goes with the vibe of those fabrics that I got. I just really loved that pattern. But yeah, that is pretty much my little tiny haul, and now I will show you my new little sewing spaces, craft spaces. They're still a little bit messy and under construction, so don't mind the little messes, just see it as the work in progress that it is. Sorry, my dog is like right here, and he's like very invested on it. And also don't mind the floors. That is what this whole thing is about. It was taking out all the carpets, and we're going to be living with just the concrete like pad for the house for a little bit until we can afford to essentially buy floors and then do it. And we also noticed that our floors are quite uneven, so we might need to do like an epoxy layer to like level it and stuff like that. Yeah. So let's see. I'll show you from this angle. This is how this room looks right here. I have my little desk where I'll have my journals, anything like that, where I was talking to you from. All of my stuff there, my Cricut thing. All the Cricut stuff is inside of here. A lot of things. This is going to be my like yarn wall. I put most of my yarn into storage, so I need to take some of that out to like put it back on there. And then we're going to go to the next room, which this room has actual floors in it. And we're not sure if we're going to actually keep these floors or not, but I don't know. I think we might. The more I like stare at them, the more I like them. Anyway, but this is the other room. It's essentially where I keep all my plants also. I also have quite a bit of storage in here. I've been trying to get rid of some craft supplies, as I'm not going to be able to use all of these, I don't feel like, in my lifetime. That's going to be like my cutting station and where I put my sewing machine. There's Comet, of course. And then I have these little shelves that have all of my machines on them. And then I have my little fabric cabinet that I brought over so that I can keep fabric in here. And then my ironing table, which I'm just going to set up in like this little spot whenever I'm sewing and then I need it. And then I'll just put it back up whenever I'm done so that like it doesn't take up that much room in here, and I could still like freely move if I just put that up. But yeah, I'm really excited to like get started this week on something. I'm thinking of just finishing up this quilt in the next vlog as... Give me a sec, I'm thinking of finishing up this quilt that I've had sitting here for a little bit in the next vlog. Anyway, all I was saying is that I wanted to finish this up. I got distracted trying to figure out where I left off on this quilt. Yeah, I think I did leave off on the last block because I have these ones already done, which was the previous one. I just need to iron them. Oh yeah. And there's 6 of them, I think. 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah, I just need those, so I'm just doing these ones, and I have quite a bit of them to sew and then quite a bit of them to cut. But yes, that is everything that I wanted to talk to you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and then I have a little tiny surprise coming beginning of April. We're starting a whole little series on the side that I'm pretty excited about. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.